Yo, new event coming up soon! Okay, so anyway, this is not a topic for today's video. Anyway, hey Free to Play gang, welcome back to another video. Today, let's talk a little bit more about alternative DPS and why that is so important. Shut up! Now the thing is, most of us are focused or hyper-focused onto one single DPS right now. So for me, that would be Eternity. For a lot of you guys, that's gonna be either Lilia or Centurion, or maybe even a Knight if you're really that hardcore of a gamer. But the thing is, we are all very focused on one single DPS because we are all still in the early game. We don't really know what to expect, so we are just pushing all of our resources onto our 6-star characters because that makes the most sense in terms of longevity of your account. Yes, that is true, but in this video, I want to give you guys a very important advice, which is to diversify a little bit. And I'm not asking you to build multiple different kinds of DPS characters. What I'm saying is you need 2 DPS characters and everything would be settled for you. Stop talking! Now, in order to understand this concept a little bit more, let's go to one of these random stages just to take a look at what is the foundation of this game. So taking a look at the top left over here, you can see that beasts will be better against plants, who are better against star, who are better against mineral, and then these so on and so forth. Now, why this is so important is you need to understand where your weaknesses are and how the mechanics of this game work in terms of typing advantages and disadvantages. Now, this game is extremely generous because there is only typing advantage. There isn't really typing disadvantage. So, for example, if you're a star type character, you're going to deal 30% more damage against other mineral type characters. But if you're a mineral type character, you're only going to receive more damage from a star type character, but you're not going to deal less damage against a star type character. So that means for the most part, your supports and your tanks, it's not super important that you have them on element all the time. But when it comes to weaker characters like your DPS characters, your damage dealers, it is extremely important that you make sure that they are at least neutral or on element, which means they're positively attuned. If not, there is a really good chance that they can be one-shotted very easily. And that is a big issue of running DPS comps in many of the more difficult dungeons, challenges, maps. So here's my advice for you. If you're running a character who is a mineral type, what I would suggest is to run another DPS character who is a plant type as well, just to have full elemental coverage, right? So what I mean is, let's say you're running Eternity, she's a mineral type, her weakness would be star type characters. Now the thing is, you don't want to put her against star type enemies because they're going to deal a lot of damage to her. Instead, you want to have plant type, which means you're covering all of your bases, and your plant type is able to deal a lot of damage against the star type enemies. Now, conversely, if you're running a beast type DPS character, let's say you're running Centurion, for example, then your next best alternative is to run a star type DPS so that you're covering all of your bases and covering all of your weaknesses. So just to stick to my example over here, I'm running a mineral type DPS, Eternity, meaning to say that she's actually neutral to almost all typings, right? She is neutral or positive to beast types, to plant types, to spirit and intelligence types. She is only weak against enemy star types so long as they are landing attacks against her. So the only true coverage that we really need, and I'm sorry that I'm repeating myself, is to run another plant type offensive character. Now, I'm currently on the 9th floor of the Artificial Somnambulism, and I'm gonna show you a very good example of the difference between running Eternity as opposed to running a plant type DPS who does not even need to be a 6-star character. In fact, my plant type DPS is not even a 5-star character. That plant type character is free. That is Eagle. So let's check it out. Now, I'm gonna backtrack a little bit to, let's say, stage 8 here. And I wanna show you the difference between running these 2 DPS types. Now, here are the stats of Eternity. You can see that she has decent attack, 1084. She has decent HP as well, 6000 plus. She has decent defense. She has actually really good defense. So overall, her stats are really, really good. Let's compare to a level 23 Eagle instead. You can see that their attack is kind of similar, right? So Eagle is just a 4-star character, but right now, her attack is almost equivalent to that of Eternity. It's only a difference of about 50, but do note that there is a difference of about 10 levels between them. Aside from that, in terms of HP, it's a little bit lower. In terms of defenses, generally a lot lower, but we have higher critical technique over here for some reason. Okay, so anyway, let me show you one run using the wrong element, which is using Eternity in this particular stage that is just full of star type enemies. And afterwards, I'm going to show you the difference by running Eagle, and you're going to see a massive improvement. All right, so let's get ahead. So there is only one single wave, so this should be relatively fast, I guess, or at least I hope. Okay, so we're gonna buff up and we are just gonna land as much DPS as possible. And I think we're gonna save our trump card at the bottom right. That increases our DPS by I think like 100%. We're gonna save it for when we can drop our ultimates, right? So that you can have an idea of how much damage we can do. And oh my god, it's a little bit too loud. Boom, 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 boom. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of damage onto onto my Eternity here, right? Okay, I don't think we have very good cards here, so I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle everything. And yeah, much better right now. Okay, so we have an AoE attack here, we have another single attack here, and I guess we can just move this tile here so that we can gain a little bit closer to our ultimate at least for Soneto. Okay, we are already failing so hard right now. Okay, so here comes our ultimate. So we're actually just going to drop it. So we are going to buff up and we are going to use our versatile card. Just in case you do not know what this does, it increases damage dealt by 100% for all allies for 1 turn. So we're just going to drop our only nuke here, which is this, followed up with another normal attack, right? How big is this DPS going to be? It's about 5k. It's pretty good. It's pretty good DPS, but I don't think we can survive. Uh-oh, please survive. Soneto, please survive. We're going to go ahead and shuffle our cards again. Okay, this is not bad. This is a lot better. Okay, I think we can take out this guy over here. Maybe, right? We can do this, followed by this, followed by this. This should be enough, I think. I hope. Yep, that's it. GG, GG, GG. Very nice, very nice. Take him out, take him out. Fantastic. Oh, I think that's about it, right? We've lost Soneto. And we've lost everything else. Oh, wait, we have an ult again. Okay, wait. Let's do this, let's do this. Let's try to make sure that we at least take out one of them. Yeah. Nice. Okay, we guaranteed a kill there. Fantastic. Perfect. Okay, AoE attack. Oh, nice. We actually have the win here. Surprising. Do we? I hope so. Oh, we definitely have the win. Wow. I'm surprised. This is the first time that I achieved a win with her. I kept on failing. Okay, so, but anyway, the thing is, you can see that it's kind of close. We got a little bit lucky that our Eternity survived, and therefore she was able to carry the rest of the fight, right? But what if we were, let's say, to change this up a little bit, we're gonna swap away Eternity, we're gonna bring in Eagle instead, right? A 4-star character. So we're gonna do this, replace her with Eagle, and that's basically it. We're just gonna keep it like that. And actually, I think I should at least move this fire type here. I mean, the beast type. Okay, so let's see the difference in our output. Okay, so as always, we are gonna buff, and I think we are super close to ult, so we are gonna force Soneto to ult soon, and I think the rest can just go into our DPS character. Eagle, that is. That was like 2000 damage, right? So impressive change because there is a difference in 30% extra DPS that we can land. And at the same time, we are not receiving additional 30% from the enemies over here. So it's a kill 2 birds with 1 stone situation. So easy, right? The amount of DPS that we are pushing out, it's insane. And now take a look at this. We are going to throw our ultimate right now. Eagle's ultimate. Let's see how powerful this is going to be. All right, Eagle, let's do it.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Ooh, 14k! Bro, do you see the difference in how easy combat is right now? As opposed to using Eternity, who was just hyper-focused. I just hyper-focused all of my resources on Eternity, and it was a little bit of a struggle. But in this case, we are just smashing through everything. Like, I know 2 of our characters died, but they are like low-level characters. They were meant to die earlier on. But you can see that right now, my Soneto is still not even that close to death. Alright, she has more than 50% HP, and we are still doing so damn well. This is the power of having the right typing. And it's super important that your DPS characters are that of the right typing. It's very important so that they stay alive at least. And we have an ult again. We have an ult again, dude. Okay, I guess we can do this. I guess we can ult this guy. Come on, show me big DPS. 7k? 11k without a 100% damage boost. 11k? Freaking, it's like 1 tap, dude. Everything is being 1 tapped over here. 1 tap. Let's go, 1 tap. Freaking 3000 damage on a 4-star character. Dude, this is why it's so important to have separate elements in your lineup for your DPS characters. And honestly, the investment that was required for this character to be so good is really not much. It's just a little bit of levels. And Insight 2 is so cheap. It's so easy to get your characters up to Insight 2. It's just going to take you like a day of farming. Only spend like a couple of energy pots to refill. And that's it. You're going to have yourself an Insight 2 DPS character who is going to push you through such core early game content like this, going into Limbo as well. Alright, so anyway, that's it for this video. I really just needed to get this video out so that you guys understand that you shouldn't just hyper-focus all of your resources onto one single DPS character. Neither neither should you hyper-focus onto like just one single core team, like one DPS, one support, one healer, that kind of stuff. No, you should branch out a little bit so that you cover everything, and it's gonna make clearing content so much easier and so much more straightforward. Anyway, I hope this video helped you in any way. If you did, don't forget to thumbs up, it really helps the channel, and subscribe for more Reverse 999 content. Now with that said, this has been Derry Free to Play, and as always, I will see you in the next video.